Hey everyone, I hope everyone have a good Thanksgiving and hope y'all stay safe during the holiday. I'm back home for Thanksgiving break from school, so I'm at home, but then I have to go to work because I'm college broke at this point, so I need the money and just and I'm do what I had to do and just hope y'all everything okay. I know not everybody celebrate Thanksgiving, so I get it. Some part of the world that don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so I get it. Other do, other don't. So for me, with Thanksgiving, even though I have celebrated majority of my life, I tried to learn like few things behind the history of Thanksgiving. So this would be my second first year that actually it was 2 years since I did not celebrate Thanksgiving due to how they treated indigenous people in the United States of America. I really do not like that history. And this is how I'm gonna get into talk about the subject beliefs and how I have different perspective over the years. And I'm gonna try to start from the beginning, or I don't know how to go, but I'm gonna let y'all know how to go. So basically, as belief, like what you value, what you believe in, how you see the world, what made you you. So with me, as you see, or you not see, that I'm a black woman who autistic and bisexual. So basically my perspective of things and viewpoint and belief gonna be very different over the years. And I had changed over the years exactly, and especially ever since I could remember, especially with my disability, me as a black woman, me as a bisexual woman. There's a whole lot of things come to perspective, like how I feel and how I view change and how I became an activist, how that being an activist changed my viewpoint of things like that. And all learn about the uglies, about my country as a whole, which this country right now is a hot freaking mess, and I bet the country looking like what's going on in the USA. So yeah. So back to beginning my journey. I was 2 years old. I was diagnosed with autism, the youngest of seven children. So I kind of like live in the world, thought I was normal. I was a kid, I was just being a kid. But as I noticed something off, but I really did not know why it was off, but it just is. And also based on my viewpoint at the time, like, sometimes I go to church, it like in and out of church. I do believe in God, God all loving, thing like that. And of course, along the way, people say like, love thy neighbor, then do not support homosexuality and all kind of bullshit. So it's like, just um, not a good way of saying you love thy neighbor and you backtrack what you're saying. Like, that's just too much. So other than that, so basically my belief, I was a kid, I'm just living life, just very introverted child. Don't have a lot of friends. Just don't have a lot of friends. And I think around that age, I think I never got too into my belief is. I just, you know, live in the world, but I do got an idea who I am as a person. Like, I'm very smart and curious, always like to learn. ever since I could remember. I like learning new things. Just curious little child. I remember growing up then, court, trying to get to know the Bible, which, I'm Christian, even though right now I'm just questioning Christianity due to people in it who make it Christian or religion bad. So right now I'm just kind of iffy with religion at this moment. But yeah, I always curious about God. I remember I was like very curious about the religion itself, and core other than religion, I believe that we supposed to treat people with respect and stuff like that. Me curious and me just not knowing about my diagnosis, but I know something off of me. I had to go separate rooms, stuff like that, without being overwhelmed growing up. So I kind of know something, but I didn't know what my diagnosis made me like not be around people like that, especially with my family members. So I kind of know like some sign or system about my diagnosis, but I don't know what it is until I was 10 years old when my mom told me about my diagnosis. So I never like got to the belief, what I believe, but I do know I'm very smart and curious and like to learn. Then middle school came, preteen, becoming a teenager. I noticed like my viewpoint basically very feminist in a way because I basically, I remember like in class, my views, came about and just learning. And I remember I had an argument with one of my male classmates about we would talk about women rights stuff movement. And I remember going in on him like why women should have the same rights as men. And of course civil rights and mostly just civil rights in women, but not so much like LGBTQ plus stuff. And not really much, or disability history, cause that like both of them like off, not even near in the history book. But I do of course I develop my beliefs. What I believe in, like I believe women should have the same rights as men and other things along the way. Just learn about U.S. history and thinking about U.S. history. Everybody created equal and all that stuff for have say basic rights. As this now, it's all backward. At the way how U.S. politics working right now is just not in a good light right now. It's just everything is going to shit at this point. Women rights getting fucked. People don't know about disability rights. Nobody. Just nobody. Just bullshit. But just bullshit. So back in middle school, I think I kind of developed like a sense of my belief a little bit. Of course, I did go into church, of course, in and out of church growing up throughout middle school. One minute not going to church, one minute back. And, I believe like love thy neighbor and stuff like that. Then learn about my diagnosis at the time. And I think along the way I feel a little shame. Don't want to feel shame about my diagnosis being different. And so I have like a little bit of crisis. Wish I was normal. Why me? Questioning during my teenage year, high school. And just a lot going on around middle school and high school years. Just identity crisis going on, especially relating to my disability particular. Being a black woman, of course, like You've had, I kind of know something growing up to being a black woman. You had to be this certain way. You can't do this. Or you wear certain thing. You fast and something like that. And I remember hearing that growing up, and I don't think they ever did with me because I kind of like conscious of why I wear stuff. And plus, I'm a tomboy, so I kind of ease out a little bit. But as I got older, I thought I wear dresses, things like that. Just a little by a little, being cute. Of course, I'm a girl. Wear dresses now and then. So I'm very like a tomboy growing up. So it could make sense why I don't wear a lot of makeup, especially when I go out. The only way you see me wear makeup is like for my birthday, go to the club, special occasion. That it. I don't do much makeup, so to me it's just too much. I just can't do it. I just feel like it's not me. I don't know why. Even though I'm a girl, I'm too much a tomboy. I'm 25. I'm still acting like I don't have no sin. Maybe I just don't care what I look like sometimes. Even though I put the care about my look because I'm a girl. So in them expectation of a girl, like what the fuck? Or being a woman, like what the fuck I'm supposed to do? Like too much expectation being a woman. Like you gotta cook and clean. Oh my gosh, I be hearing that shit growing up. Cook and clean. Make sure you treat a man right and all this stuff. Being a woman. I'm looking me thinking having a feminine mindset, like what the fuck I gotta do all that shit? Men supposed to do that shit. Me at the time like women put their heads ain't right at men and shit like that. And I'm just like, nah. I'm a hardworking woman. I don't need no man. And then the other stereotype, you being a black woman, you don't need no man. Even though at the same time, like, you do want, like, a boyfriend or a husband one day, but, expectation. Yeah, basically have a disability, it's kind of like different in a way. Don't let it define you. You had to, overcome your disability and of course, people pray over my disability growing up and stuff. And I used to believe that and stuff, and with all the internalized ableism I experienced it, and which, not so good in my teenage year. I was not in a good place mindset. So even though I played basketball for high school, trying to make friends, and also question my sexuality, because at the time I was hella confused until I had a crush on my basketball teammate. Yeah. And I knew something was off. Well, not at first, until I diagnosed looking at my head. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not supposed to do that shit. I'm supposed to do with the guy, not with the chick. I'm like, what the beep, 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 beep. Yeah, let's say change is like a wreck. So, of course, I had no boyfriend in high school, even though, attempt to have a boyfriend. I was like 13. Because I see everybody had boyfriend, girlfriend. Let them give me a boyfriend. It did not last. So, and plus, expectations like, wait till you get married, wait till you get older. I think I'm very resentful now at this age. I'm like, damn, I wish I could have had that little experience going on, but yeah. But it was in now. And I don't know how the fuck about that people. I really don't know. Then I got issue, but I'm just trying to figure out how that's gonna work in the dating world. I might make a video about that. And the fun about that is I think about maybe going get like a dating app. I don't fucking know, but I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure. But I think I remember a friend of mine saying the ad before bisexual people who want to date. I think about it, but I'm like, do I want to? Then you gotta be careful because people not so the weird stuff on the internet, so you gotta be careful. So I'm like, do I want one or don't? Or just going with the fucking weird? I don't even know. But other than that, back to the beliefs. So back to I was a teenager, if I remember correctly. I think my view on feminism kind of started to grow, and where my disability at the time, it wasn't so great. Of course, I went in my until like able at the time. Then, of course, going to church in and out, did believe in God and stuff, and me kind of getting bullied in high school. Um, I think, of course, I think I continued to my intelligent and be educated or something. And also I remember like back in high school, back when about around the time I think my high school year when, I think when the LGBT started rising and stuff about marriage equality, things like that, I remember my history class I always talk about it, and it said find a newspaper and write a summary of what you read. And I think majority of the time is like LGBTQ relates, and I don't know why. Maybe because the marriage equality at the time, like same sex couple could get married without, judgment and shit. So I kind of think I was fascinated, and I think I thought to grow like I believe in equality. Able to be treated with love, love is love. Just like like Bob put had the same rights and stuff, women put that same way. I'm still getting like a basic of US history and me and stuff. And just of course treat people sweet and stuff like that. And of course, there's some people also fucking asshole. Of course, you have to be like, "What the fuck you talking to?" Um, but high school, I'm still learning by myself. Then out of high school, I graduated in 2015. Went to community college for 6 years. I don't know why the hell I stayed there for a longer time, even though I took a year off from there because money issue and then gotta find you a job. Then when I became activist in 2017, actually it was late 2017. And I want to come a disability right advocate because, especially for my diagnosis, autism, because people spreading misinformation about autism, which is fucking ridiculous. It don't make no damn sense. Why the fuck people spread misinformation and trying to fix my ass? Like, what the fuck? I deserve to be trying. What the fuck wrong with me? Something fucking wrong with y'all. Why that's the fucking question? Like, all my life, I trying to be neurotypical, to suppress my autistic way to fit in. Like, what the fuck? Like, it don't make no sense. Why? Like, basically for a long time, I would always be like, what's wrong with me? Why I have autism? Why my life had to be like this? Like, questioning God about it. Like, why me? Like, why me? Why bitch? Why me? But as I just following people who are autistic on Twitter and other social media about their experience stuff, I think along the way I kind of grew in my disability and trying to unlearn my internalized ableism and looking back on years, I'm like, what the fuck? And I thought to know like all my life I want to be accepted, who I am. I felt like I'm not value who I am, but basically relating to my disability. It's just I feel like I'm never like fully accepted, like never feel accepted and growing up. And then growing into intersectionality and I couldn't grew in the subject, even though I kind of got to it a little bit. I was in middle school, just researching about autism, my diagnosis between girls and autism. I thought it was very interesting. When I remember saying like black autistic girl, or I remember saying at the time black girl with autism. I didn't see nothing that related to me as a black autistic girl because no research back then. But now there's more research because you know we are we are exposing ourselves on the internet to share our stories. So that is good. But back then I was a teenager, I don't see shit. But mostly just white autistic girls who get the most represented of what autism is. And basically how autism is represented in the media always be the guys who are white. Despite that, the autism community is very diverse. And I don't think people are very educated in that area. Or they do know that it's diverse, but still, okay, racial disparity, gender disparity, LGBT disparity, all this stuff going on, that prevent people from getting diagnosed due to the stigma and what the stereotype of autism is. And especially to my adult year, I kind of grew into like basically like BIPOC solidarity lately because like I will like especially with BIPOC community, we have been through a lot of shit. But knowing with black people in the US got a fucked up history, had to go through slavery, then had to go Jim Crow law, and be treated like shit. Even though Jim Crow law gone, we got civil rights shit. Then we got people on asshole in 2022. Like 2022, like what the fuck, people? Like we in this era and people still dicks. Like I don't get it. Same with men, fucking neurotypical people, homophobic people, transphobic people, executive people, etc. I don't give a fuck. That's some bullshit. But then I realize these days people are not fucking educated as fuck. People just fucking ignorant. And that's what I learned now. Like people don't want to be educated. And also I noticed like basically in well, people don't want to take the red pill. They rather take a blue pill or illusion of what the US or wherever issue may be. Illusion. While we live in an illusion that what standard, what a perfect woman or perfect what the fuck may be, like what the fuck is fucking perfect? All my life, what the fuck is perfect at this point? Like why I put to live in this fucking reality that do not fit me? You know, like why? It don't fit me. So all my life I try to fit in, and I cannot fit the damn standards. Like, what the fuck is it? Like, even though back then I was young, I was brainwashed and thinking everything is equal, knowing shit is just off. Until I got myself educated, activism, then I saw that we're ugly. And basically in my country, particular US. I thought I see things differently now. My feminism got to expand, but I think my feminism be more in the perspective of what it like to be me, who also autistic and bi and a black woman. So I'm kind of giving like this black bisexual, autistic, feminist vibe because due to my identity, so it might be very different. And I know it's like basically everything like due to intersectionality. Like I felt like people do not want to talk about intersectionality, even though they do, but they don't. No matter what community that I belong, they always have a problem not including everybody within the community. Like how the hell supposed to be a movement and y'all don't include or do not work with your bias, like ableism, colorism, racism, sexism, etc. in your own community. Like, there's a hierarchy in the community what I'm part of. LGBTQ plus, black community, autistic or disability community, women movement, women community. There's a hierarchy each one. Like, for the women movement is a white woman who is straight, got money, etc. While in the black community be a black man who's cisgender, homophobic, who all that shit. LGBTQ plus, you'll be white men who are cisgender, gay, leading the fucking movement. The this community be a white man. You see the fucking hierarchy in the damn community. Like, it don't matter which part community I am. I don't feel like I belong. Like, I felt like, no one just do shit like that. Like, don't want to walk your bias, but you are leading the fucking movement and you don't want to walk in your bias. That's some bullshit. If you want to lead the movement and want the community a liberation, you had to include everybody in that bitch. Period. Include everybody on the table who need to be heard. Don't include people. That how the movement go to shit. So that basically we're going with autistic community. A lot of people basically who lead in the movement or the face of the movement, mostly white autistic peers, who don't want to work at their biases, and that's why our movement is kind of toxic as fuck, because they don't want to work on their biases. So, and that's with my views now. Like, I don't want to tolerate no bullshit no more. I believe in like intersectionality, believe in feminism, not taking the fucking fake news no more, not taking the fucking illusion or the blue pill of what a USA is, because USA is found out the real ugly about this country is just a hot fucking mess. I bet some of y'all from different countries like, what the fuck going on in the USA? Cause I don't know either. I'm living this fucking country. Shit. Even though I love it, but I don't. And also, like, especially with, even though I love my country ever since I could remember, ever since shit going down in this country, especially with Black Lives Matter, women rights shit, I kind of stopped pledging the allegiance to the flag. I stopped doing it. Like, maybe they get the wise Black Lives Matter thing, maybe probably back in 2016. I can't remember how long. I remember I stopped doing it. Well, not 2016. Maybe like 2018, 2017. I really don't remember. I remember stop doing like around the time, because like I cannot be in the fucking illusion no more. And then, I don't want to like support my country and they just fuck with my rights and fuck with my beliefs. Like, I think my beliefs now, like, I need to start supporting things that against my belief. I don't want to. I believe that everybody should be loved as they are. But I need people to accept me as I am, not to change me. Because all my life, like, I'm trying to fit in, they don't want to accept me. So I'd rather live inside that accept me as I am, and want people working their biases and include people. And especially right now, especially, with that getting around and stuff, even though majority of my life, I kind of said at the beginning of the video, I love that game, I love the food, ever since I can remember growing up. But I did not know the history of that and how it began, because assuming that indigenous people and the pilgrim have a nice relationship is the fucking opposite. Instead, indigenous people was unalive And of course the pilgrim want to take their land and shit. So yeah, that's really fucked up history about that. All the time. It's just the weird history of the Thanksgiving is really fucked me up. So I think I stopped going to the stop, celebrate Thanksgiving because of that. Like I felt like my belief now, like I don't want to support or celebrate something knowing that they hope that there's just simple group of people in this country, and I don't want to tolerate that. I just felt weird and stuff. Of course, I needed to work on my belief and stuff like that. And I just can't do that no more. I just can't. I can't support things that go fuck with my belief. Basically, with intersectionality, accept me as I am, not torn with the shit like I used to growing up, or live in the illusion what the country want people to think that it's a great country on earth, even though this country full of shit. But and fucking lies, think, and even the people then it's there in the living like every creed equal, and then say some racial, sexist, ableist shit, and not think about the consequences. And people don't want to do their research, even though I be like, 90% of people want to do better and do their research and be better as people, but sadly, people are ignorant as fuck, which is sad. Don't know why, but it's just sad. And especially with that, and since I'm going to school, and I think I just finished my blueprint series thing. So blueprint series at my school is basically for the blind school student, for actually the business student at the school. Take this 4 classes, talk about your personal development skill, intercultural development, and leadership development. So based on them classes, get to work on my professional development and what I believe as a person, who I am, what skill I have, what I could contribute, things like that, and also work on my international development skills and also leadership skill. And it's basically at basically each class that we learn about yourself, how you could contribute as a business leader when I graduated from college, and how I developed my belief and what I believe in, what made me me. So I basically learn about myself along the way, and so what I learned is basically throughout that blueprint series is you can't change people's beliefs. Only them could change their beliefs. I learned that the hard way. Basically become an activist. Even though I want to change, I want people to know that, autistic people are human beings too, and want people to understand, like, you can't say something to autistic people and try to educate people. But sadly, there are some people out there just don't want to listen to autistic people and cold gaslight people and stuff like that. And it's just, I just wish people could, listen and change their way. But what I learned is on them if they want to change their ways. That's what I learned throughout the blueprint series. You can't change people. And also something I learned from my philosophy issue class back in my community college too. People always made them out what they believe in. And you can't make people. All of them could change their beliefs. That's what I learned. So how I could do is like I do in the chat, don't share my belief as a Black autistic woman. Whether or not people gonna take it or not, I can't make you. You believe what you believe. Please don't be an asshole, and also work on your body. I hope you learn from me to work on your body when you think about autism, Black women, bisexual people in general, stuff like that. maybe you could change your ways if you want to. I can't make you. Shit, I do want you to change your ways and be a better fucking person, but only you could change your belief. All I could do is just educate you. You make choice. Like I made my choice by like I think about Thanksgiving celebration and stuff. Even though I celebrated majority of my life, and I stopped because it's gonna get my belief, because I don't want to be like, celebrating a fucking holiday that kill, majority of indigenous people that take their land and put them through fucking hell. And it did, I just feel sad for the indigenous community. Like, damn, we just put them through hell. They lost their fucking land. We put them in residential school and, assimilate to the dominant culture. And sadly, like, probably almost a tribe almost lost their culture because of genocide and white supremacy and colonialism and assimilations fucked their community up, just like they did my community. Fucked us too. Same thing to Hispanic community, Asian community. Find out, I didn't know that age because it was colonized. And of course they fuck with the motherland of Africa. It's like, what the fuck, people? Like, basically, like I noticed, like, I thought this sorry for like BIPOC community, like basically my community, like we've been through hell, we've been fucked up by the dominant culture who dominate the whole world. They put us through fucking hell, and we still let them appropriate our culture, treat it like shit. Be that token BIPOC friend. I'm not a racist bullshit. It's like our issue not being heard. Then we got issue with our own fucking community, colorism, self-hate, anti-blackness, all this shit. It's fucking ridiculous. So it's, yeah, our community are fuck. But then I thought, like, I wanted like black liberation in my own community, but then of course there's some people in my community that are fucking assholes. So it's fucking frustrating. Well, and I don't like to say this, but some of our community are, quote, living an illusion, not challenging the system, always being against her, and even though we in the damn system, we did be suppressed by them. So then, even though someone came coons to the dominant culture and think they're the right way, even though their way it go hurt our fucking community. So it's like, yeah. So yeah. So it's like, I do want BIPOC solidarity one day, but right now we ain't getting it because we at each other's throat. Even though we probably going after the motherfucker who caused the fucking generational trauma and sterilization by creating the erasure of our fucking culture and shit away, because they want to dominate the whole fucking world and take our fucking resources and culture and put with shit and not appreciate the shit. So it's like, and they use the stereotype against us so we don't be divided and not united. I thought seeing shit differently, to be honest with you. And also, and talk about intersectionality. So fuck that shit. So that's what I believe now. And people need to be educated and be allied. So that's what I'm doing right now, try to be an ally, even though I'm not fucking perfect, which I'm not a perfect ally. What I could do, if I get curious about a subject, with no matter like LGBTQ+, no matter like Muslim issue, if I don't know shit, I could look it up. I only ask people like, how could be an ally to you? Bitch, I could look it up. If I get curious, I look it up so that I don't be a dick. Or educate myself. What you nuts say? Look it up. Google is free. Be a bad person. Be a bad human being and have sympathy. Sadly, people don't have sympathy these days. So Yeah, so I don't want to judge people, but baby, people who are ignorant or asshole, they need to change their damn ways. Like, but then you can't change their belief. Only them could change stuff. So that is my suggestion about belief and how I change my belief over time. So I hope everybody enjoy your holiday. Even though holiday is gonna be cuckoo. And also it's gonna be end of the year soon. Oh my god, which is something. So I hope everybody have a good day and enjoy your holiday. Bye.